You are watching WPTV, award-winning college television.
Welcome back to the desk. The MLB is singing this season's swan song as the World Series is upon us. Stepping up to the plate today is Daniel Karp, Tyler Cooper, Caleb Koch, and Andrew Ballistreri. Guys, both the AL and NLCS came down to Game 7s. They got to their ends early this week. Tyler, who do you think had the hardest series out of the two teams?
I think the Diamondbacks had the harder series because, first off, they're playing the fighting Phils. I mean, that's like a
go Phils.
Yeah, go Phils. But they dropped the first two games in Philadelphia, and they just got blown out in the second game. So they had a lot of work to do when they came back to Chase Field. They won the first game, but then they just went down. Their backs against the wall. No pun intended there, but
Diamondbacks.
But I think they had the harder series.
Nice. He's learning this one, the puns.
Yeah.
Caleb, Coach, first of all, welcome to Sports Desk.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And who do you think had the hardest series?
Listen, I might be alone on this island, but I got to go with the Rangers. I mean, no disrespect to the Phillies or the Diamondbacks, but the Phillies have made the postseason once in the last 10 years. Granted, it was the World Series last time. Astros have made it every year since 2017. They've won twice, really once. We don't count 2017. But they won the World Series last year. They were clearly the favorites to win. Somehow, Rangers got the best of them.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. I like that take. But Daniel, on to you.
It's got to be the Diamondbacks. You're going to Philadelphia for a Red October. First of all, you're down 2-0, like Coop said. Then you go into Arizona. Zach Gallen has just not been good this postseason. And for them to find a way to somehow come back, their bullpen was excellent. Kevin Ginkel, Paul Sewell in the back, and they've been great. To come out and shut down those fighting Phils in those two games in Philadelphia, that took a lot of guts. And that's why I think the Diamondbacks had the harder series.
That's fair. I mean, it's fair. But Andrew, on to you.
Well, I mean, I'm going to go Diamondbacks as well. I mean, come on.
Caleb, Coach Island.
They come back, they're down 2-0, they tie it up, then they go down 3-2, going back to Philly. Listen, you weren't supposed to be able to win in Philly this year. And guess what? These guys did it back-to-back games. They end up winning. Guys' heads in Philly, man, they started getting big. The heads were just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and the lights were way too bright for that top of that lineup. They couldn't do nothing in Game 6, nothing in Game 7. Those Diamondbacks, 26th best odds to win the chip coming into this season. Book a ring for them this year.
Oh, all right. Hot take. I like it, though. But, just talking about how the Diamondbacks may have had the tougher series, who knows? I mean, it's subjective. But you beat the Phillies in Game 7. It was a fun one. Daniel Karp, take us through this one.
All right, it was a fun one. You are right, Mark. Going into Game 7, look at the Philly fans. They're going crazy. Red October here in the bank. And Rangers, Suarez is going to be on the bump for the Phillies in this one. With the odds against them, here's Walker and a ground ball to third. It's going to score Carroll. A fielder choice for Walker, and it's going to be 1-0 Arizona going to the second. And here's Alec Boehm against Brendan Pfaadt, and boom! A deep drive into left field and ties the game up at 1. Philly fans are going crazy. Red October. I love the energy in the bank. Here we go. We got a game for you guys here. Here's Bryson Stott, who's been great this season, by the way. An opposite field into the gap. It's going to give the Phillies the lead. Corbin Carroll playing center field for this game with Alec Thomas out. And it's safe, and we have 2-1 Phillies. The bank is going crazy, and here's Corbin Carroll against Suarez, and a base hit up the middle. Great hitting by Carroll. It's going to score a run. We have a game for you guys, tied at 2 now here in the 5th inning. Diamondbacks are loving it on the bench, and here's Gabby Moreno, who has been great, and he has a base hit in the right field. The throw by Castellanos. He's got a cannon. The plate is cut off by Harper, but he's got Moreno in a rundown, and little flip and got him out. Good play by Harper. And the Diamondbacks win 4-2. Kevin Ginkel was amazing in his relief work. Paul Sewell shut the door down. The Diamondbacks are heading to the World Series, defeats the odds, and yeah, pretty good series.
Yeah, I mean, a fun game there. The Diamondbacks end up taking it in Game 7. Going back to you, Daniel, what stood out about that? What was their key to winning that Game 7?
Kevin Ginkel. Gutsy performance. There's no if, ands, or but about it. He has a disgusting slider that looks like a 12-6 curveball. In the 7th inning, he got Bryce Harper and Trey Turner to fly out in clutch situations with 2 runners on the 7th. Go to the 8th. Strikes out Bryson Stott, Alec Boehm, and JT Realmuto back-to-back on these sliders. That was an amazing performance this postseason. Might be the best relief performance we had this season. He gets the Diamondbacks to go into the 9th inning. Paul Sewell shuts the door, and they move on.
Yeah, I mean, an absolutely great performance out of Ginkle there. I mean, that Phillies lineup is dangerous. We know that. But, Andrew, what was your key for the Diamondbacks winning this game?
Well, someone who's a little bit more dangerous than that Phillies lineup. Give me Corbin Carroll, man. He went 3 for 4 in Game 7. 2 ribbies, 2 runs, 2 steals, and a sac fly. Extended that lead. And listen, man, this guy, he's just 23 years old. Just 2 years older than us, Mark. And this guy's lighting it up in these playoffs. Isn't that impressive?
It is, and it makes me very...
It makes you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah,
me
you know
too.
what? I'm here.
Hey,
I
man,
get to sit in the
we're
middle
here.
of this desk every
We
Friday.
get to talk
and I
about
get
our
to talk about
23-year-old
him.
stud Corbin Carroll.
Anyway, Tyler.
Give me the other 23-year-old Gavin Moreno. I mean, he just had a great game. He stepped up big and got that 0-2 base knock in the 5th inning that really gave them the lead, and it helped them out a lot, and that really propelled them to the win. So.
Yeah, I mean, he's been great all season and continuing it here in the offseason. Caleb, what was your key for the Diamondbacks winning that game?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was looking at Ginkle, but I got to go with Paul Sewald. I mean, this guy has been everything you want out of a dominant closer. He has 8 innings, 6 saves. I mean, that's just unheard of, all with a 0 ERA. He's only given up 3 hits, striking out 11. That's the closer I want out there.
Yeah, I mean, he had a great performance as well. But from the National League to the American League now, take us through the Rangers Game 7 win, Andrew.
Yeah, man, let's check out the highlights from Game 7. Everybody loves a Game 7. It's the best thing in sports. Christian Javier pitching in this one. Corey Seager, and boom, just start him off quick and early. A very, very deep shot gives the Rangers a 1-0 lead in this one. And now we'll check out Adolis Garcia, and he's going to smash this ball. He's pimping it. It must be a home run, right? Psych, it's off the top of the wall. Adolis Garcia pimping a single in this one. Keeps it at 2-0 now as another run comes across. And staying in the first inning, here's Mitch Garver with a very nice hit right here in a no man's land. And is anybody going to get there? No, they will not. And Adolis Garcia is on the run. He's hustling around third, going for home, and he is safe right there. 3-0 in this first inning. Garver's hyped. He loves it. Now in the bottom of the first, here's Jose Abreu right past the third baseman, and this one's going to get into the corner, and Altuve going to score on that one to make it 3-1. Now top of the third, Adolis Garcia. Here's a nice one. He can pimp this one, a tie, and it's deep, and that one is way out of there. A nice bat flip from him as well. Makes it 4-1. He's happy, he's pointing, he's laughing. But Alex Bregman, he hit the weight room today. He's going to boost this one all the way to the Planet Fitness sign to make it a 4-2 game in this third inning. Listen, man, they won't go away, but right now they might. Right here, Evan Carter right down the first baseline just stays fair. It's going to score 2 on this one. Runners move to second and third. It's 6-2 in the 4th inning. Later on in the 4th inning, Adolis Garcia going to roll over this one, but the infield's in, and he's going to be able to get that one past the third baseman and shortstop, score another 2. It's 8-2 in the 4th inning. Astros fans looking like Yankees fans all year long. Rangers win this one 11-4.
Incredible. I mean, I think
beautiful.
Just about all of America's happy to see the Astros lose, except their
Listen,
down in
man,
Houston.
dude, the Astros losing and then the Phillies losing, that's like the best week of my life.
Also, Chapman blew 2 on it.
Yeah,
Relax on
sorry.
the Phillies.
Don't worry. Maybe the Braves will be there next year for you.
The Marlins made the playoffs too.
They did. Go fish. I mean, you gotta go fish, man.
Anyway, Andrew, I want to ask, what do you think took the Rangers higher over the Astros?
Well, it's got to be Jordan Montgomery, man. I mean, in that game, he pitched 2 in a third inning. He secured the W, allowed 3 hits, and had a strikeout. Came into a tough inning in that third inning. Scherzer, got into a little bit of trouble, but he shut down that Astros offense. He's looked great all these playoffs. And listen, I just have one thing to tell you. Shame on you, New York Yankees.
I mean, yeah, you let him go. We talked about this last week. You let Jordan Montgomery go, and it's unfortunate because he plays super well in the playoffs. But Tyler Cooper, moving over to you, what do you think was the key to the Rangers winning this one?
The key to the Rangers winning this game was the leadership of Corey Seager. The fact that he stepped up, and he just batted 192 in the series, which is absolutely garbage. But
Does that make him
a bum? But here he's not a bum because he steps up, hits a home run off of Christian Javier, which gets the bats rolling for Texas, and then it just, the bat just kept on rolling. It was steamrolled all the way, to the win.
I mean,
I just find it crazy that there's 2 bums in Major League Baseball that are making $325 million. $325 million.
Hey, man, bums get paid.
Bum is what he is, but.
Caleb, Coach, over to you. What do you think propelled the Rangers over the Astros?
Listen, Marcus Simeon's doing a little bit better, so I got to go with him. I'm really hoping that we have a type of Trey Turner situation where we give him praise and then he just starts killing it. I think Simeon's going to be a big key.
Yeah, I mean, I agree for sure. He's got to get it going a little more. He helped in that win, but just a little more got to get it going. But Daniel Karp, close us out on this one.
Listen, Mark, it's El Nino Adolis Garcia. Since he was a rookie, he has jumped on the scene. He has been crazy. He is so good at what he does. 327, 7 home runs, and 1.102 OPS this postseason. He went 4 for 5 in Game 7 with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and a stolen base. That guy can move. He has been insane for the Rangers this postseason, and he was my prediction to win the ALCS MVP, and sure enough, he did.
Yeah, I mean, pretty hard to beat him there in terms of winning out that award. But the Fall Classic is starting tonight. Caleb, Coach, who do you think brings home the Commissioner's Trophy?
Listen, I may be rooting for the Diamondbacks, but it's going to be the Rangers all the way. I mean, they have 5 players with an OPS higher than 850. That's just insane. Adolis Garcia is going for the postseason RBI record. If their pitching can be strong enough, they got Monty, they got Evaldi. If Scherzer starts pitching like he's supposed to, it's over for the Diamondbacks.
Absolutely. Andrew Ballistreri, who do you think is taking home the World Series win?
Obviously, it's the Arizona Diamondbacks. I mean, think about it. Think about it. The bats are hot. The pitching is hot. Arizona's hot. I mean, everything's going right for them right now. They look absolutely phenomenal in these playoffs. They're the ultimate underdogs. I mentioned earlier, they're the 26th best odds to win this thing, and they're there. They're right there. Why not us? Why not us?
You know, I definitely was not expecting them to even make the playoffs this year, I'm going to be honest. But Daniel Karp, who do you think wins this one?
It's got to be the Rangers. How can you roll out as the Diamondbacks with a hole at third base? Are you going to roll at 38-year-old platoon Evan Longoria or this guy Rivera? I never heard of him in my life. How are you going to do that? The Rangers are stacked on the pitching side and they're stacked on the hitting side. You have Garcia, you have Semien, Seager, you have Mitch Garver, you have Jonah Heim, who has honestly had a great season before he got injured. And on the pitching side, you got Monty, you have Max Scherzer, who I'm not counting it. Mike could turn it around, but Valley, I honestly don't understand why you're going with the Diamondbacks. It's going to be the Rangers. They are just a better team, top to bottom, brother.
It's nice to name all these flashy names and everything, but think about it. Diamondbacks, they got the dogs, baby. All you need is the dogs. Diamondbacks taking this thing, man. I'm sorry. It's just, it's what's gonna happen.
I'm sorry, dog. It ain't happening, dog.
All right, dog. All right, dog.
Andy Gavin's not here. We don't need to.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
No,
Sorry.
It's all right.
We can't do corny stuff here.
Tyler Cooper, who do you think is winning this one?
Do you hear the Snakes coming to town, baby?
I think I do.
I mean, the Snakes are coming, man. They're going to win the World Series, man. They're hot. They're confident off the win against the hot Philly team that played. If they just stick to the, if Torey Velo and the Diamondbacks stick to the game, have Ginkel, have Sewald pitch the late innings, and Gabby, Moreno, and Marte lead the lineup, there's no way the Diamondbacks aren't going to win the World Series, man. They're hot. They're good. Go Diamondbacks.
Why not us, baby?
Now they
Why
go
not
Diamondbacks.
us?
They just beat your Phillies.
I mean,
Go Phils, man.
go Phils. But like,
Does he like the entire National League? Is that what it is?
He likes sports.
He likes baseball.
I like
He's
baseball.
respect that.
Pick a team
You know,
if they're doing good. That's who you
I
like.
was a
Hey,
little
bandwagon. It
depressed,
works.
but go Diamondbacks now. Go Diamondbacks.
But you know what? I mean, the World Series starts tonight. I'm excited to see how that one ends up. But don't forget to follow us at SportsDeskWP for updates and more. Thank you to all the cast and crew, and a big shout out to our studio manager, Al Clarke. From Studio B in Hamilton Hall, and for everyone at the desk, I'm Marc Brandt. See you next time here on WPTV.